In the instant Caius was defeated, the effects rippled down the timeline. In the village of Erba, Sarah and Noel see that things are not as they were before. Twisted mockeries of humans sprawl lifeless among the buildings. The scars of war that should have long since faded appear fresh and raw. Is this the world of the past, or is it the reflection of someone's memory? Sarah hears a faint voice calling her and sets off to investigate.
When we came to, we found ourselves in the town of Erba. We were in a world that had been devastated by the War of Transgression, hundreds of years before I was born. All traces of humanity were replaced with monstrous Seath. People had been stripped of their normal lives. Denied even a human death, they wandered the ruins of their home. I thought I heard a faint whisper, a familiar voice. Could it be the voice of someone who lived here long ago? The voice of someone begging to be heard?
The war against Cocoon, it was inevitable. The army of Grand Pulse was annihilated by the overwhelming power of the fal'Cie. Countless lives were lost. But I didn't fight. I couldn't. Not even to protect my friends, the people I love. To hate, to hurt, to destroy, I refused to accept my focus. I was sad. I was scared. That's why I decided to run. I left Fang to deal with everything. We vowed to protect each other, and I broke that promise. I'm the reason. I'm the reason Fang was forced to carry the burden of the monster, of Ragnarok. Because I was weak. Because I abandoned her. Fang, where are you? I have to make up for what I did. Or else...
Vanille? Is that you?
So the voice you heard before?
It belonged to Vanille, Kubo.
Vanille, listen. I know what it's like. You're trapped in crystal, but your soul is still alive. You're sleeping, but your thoughts are still awake. I know, because I experienced that too. I can feel your pain. I can feel your sorrow, your grief, and your remorse. I know there's someone you want to apologize to. Can you give us some time? I promise we'll find Fang and bring her here, so you can tell her how you feel.
Thank you. I know that one day we'll be released again. Only then can we ask for forgiveness. That is the fate time has in store for us. But fate also brought you here to this place, to hear my plea. All roads are connected, somehow. And they all lead to a time of salvation, when imprisoned souls will be freed. They all lead to the end of the world, and a new beginning.
It was a world that belonged to the Flan, a Flan-controlled, Flan-friendly, and Flan-approved kingdom. Sarah and Noel once defeated a massive Flan, but the act triggered a paradoxical backlash and filled the breadth of Cocoon with gelatinous organisms. From among them rose the most powerful Flan to ever exist. The entire world quailed beneath its tyrannical pseudopod. Would all of Cocoon be devoured by this immense Flan potentate?
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a giant forest, Kubo. There was plenty of water in the vibrant woods, and all the monsters lived happily together, Kubo. The monsters loved to test their strength, and sometimes their games got a little rough. But even so, they all got along fairly well, Kubo. One bright and sunny day, a mean Flan came along and declared himself to be the king of the forest, Kubo. The Flan stood as high as the clouds in the sky, so none of the monsters disobeyed him, Kubo. The king ordered his royal subjects to shower him with gifts from all corners of the world, Kubo. In return, he promised to banish humans from their domain, and he would create a kingdom where monsters ruled the land, Kubo.
I told you we'd just be able to sneak in. Hey, Sarah, how do I look? Just like a monster?
The transformation spell worked like a charm. No one can tell who we are. Mog, now we'll need the Wonder Honey. Can you go find some? Kubo, off you go!
Hurry!
The king was even bigger than the giant Flan we defeated in the past, Kubo. So we all came up with a marvelous plan, Kubo. We would transform into monsters and sneak in unsuspectedly. Then we would present the king with a delicious Flan, Kubo, and he would say, "Incredible!" And then he would keel over and die on the spot. We're going to serve up a dish of poison Flan to His Royal Highness. Fight Flan with Flan, as they say. It's a flawless plan, Kubo.
Hey, what's taking so long? Where's that Wonder Honey? We also need some hoax herb and exquisite sugar, you know. And don't forget the rotten cheese.
Why do I have to do all the work, Kubo? No, you're going to be the first to get a taste of my poison Flan, Kubo!
The proto-fal'C reconstructs itself over and over, reaching back from the future to manipulate reality. After an exhausting battle in a virtual arena, Sarah and Noel finally neutralize the seemingly invincible construct. The paradox is resolved, and the artificial space-time created by the AI appears to dissolve. But from amid the ensuing stillness, a cold gaze falls upon the victors.
Initiate report on Subject Alpha and Subject Beta development program. In the virtual space environment, subjects exhibited high levels of combat effectiveness. Noel, Kreis, and Sarah Farron were provided with arbitrary goals. Subjects' biometric telemetry was released into pre-configured virtual space. For the next phase, the memories of the two subjects have been erased. Biometric data has been transferred to duplicate models in order to conduct real-world combat testing. Testing protocols are now being initialized. Mission objective: locate and eradicate monster-type virus currently infecting network environment.
Understood.
I shall obey.
Kubo,
Mission complete. Return to operations.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to find her.
Sarah?
I remember I'm supposed to find someone. Someone important to me. But who?
Yeah, I made a promise too. I'm supposed to protect a friend.
Repeat. Subject Alpha and Subject Beta return to operations. The test protocol results are positive. Subject Alpha and Subject Beta completed the mission within expected parameters. The Eden Restoration Project is proceeding according to calculations. However, the possibility of citizen resistance remains. In such cases, Subject Alpha and Subject Beta may be deployed under direction of order preservation protocols. Supplemental note: subjects exhibited temporary memory flux. A distortion occurred within their core mental architecture. The effects of this distortion closely resembled those of a paradox effect. Neural telemetry indicates that elements of chaos from the unseen realm were introduced. Within the subject's mindscape, this caused an anomaly referred to by humans as spirit or heart. Questions for research. Does the human spirit exist? Does a paradox effect lie in the heart of all humans?
Sarah's strength of will is greater than Caius imagined. Struck down by an unexpected counterattack, his physical form fades away into the chaos. History, however, is further twisted by this turn of events. It seems that Caius still had a role to play in correcting the timeline. All that is left now is a realm untethered to any point in time. A world slowly decaying into oblivion. Sarah is left to ponder her future in a new bodom that lies at the end of existence.
Where am I?
This is the world you chose. Had you simply accepted defeat, a pleasant dream would have been yours for all eternity.
Sarah!
It's different than before.
We weren't supposed to defeat Caius. There's no way we could have known that. But look at where it got us. There's no way out of here. We're trapped in the end of time.
You're not giving up, are you? Don't you remember? You're the one who told me that as long as you have hope, the goddess will smile upon you.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If there's a time to be positive, it's definitely now.
Yeah. Is that?
Countless days have passed since we began our journey with Noel and Yule, Kubo. The key to unlocking the paradox. It was lost along with Caius, Kubo. We are trapped in a world where the four of us are the only ones left, Kubo.
Yule doesn't see visions in this place. She says it's because time has stopped. There is no future. I don't know if there's a way to change the events of the past anymore. But we're still searching for a gate. One that will let us travel through time like before. Sarah's not one to give up. She's a positive influence on all of us. She believes that we'll be able to reunite with lightning and snow.
A sky without Cocoon. A sky dark and ominous, stripped of hope. But we'll keep searching for a way. I know that one day, the sun will rise and we'll all look up at a golden sky. And we'll be able to laugh again and be with the people that are important to us.
Let's go!
Yeah.